Well, new at 9, going green or greenwashing. It's a new phenomenon where big corporations make it seem like they're helping the environment, but in reality are only making consumers feel good about their purchases.
Fox 6's Brett Lemoyne looking into the efforts of one local company trying to make a difference with plastic waste, while critics argue a lot more can be done.
Along Milwaukee's lakeshore, there's a chance to reel in more than just a big catch. Its picturesque horizon serves as a stark contrast to coastlines half a world away, littered with plastic.
The health of our oceans are important to human life on this planet. 70% of the oxygen that we breathe comes from our oceans.
Fisk Johnson is the chairman and CEO of one of the world's most recognizable companies. SC Johnson is headquartered in Racine. Johnson is the fifth generation of his family leading the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate.
It's a big issue, and in my mind, one of the most important things that we can do to solve the issue is to improve collection systems in the developing parts of the world where they don't have the infrastructure to collect garbage.
SC Johnson has partnered with a group called Plastic Bank. It pays people in places like the Philippines to pick up plastics on beaches and in rivers. The partnership recently touted its 1 billionth bottle stopped from entering the ocean.
We take that plastic and we bring it back to the United States here, and we recycle it back into our Windex bottles.
Windex isn't the only brand finding new life from formerly discarded plastic.
It's a great opportunity for the fans to be part of this recycling effort.
At American Family Field, Brewers fans are asked to drop their SC Johnson branded cups into specially marked kiosks. The ballpark goes through 1.3 million plastic cups a season.
We anticipate that we'll be able to make 500,000 scrubbing bubbles bottles out of the cups that we collect during a season.
While SC Johnson promotes sustainability, it's even evident in the parking lot of its new office building in Racine. Critics say it's not enough.
If SC Johnson was serious about addressing the growing problem of plastic pollution, they would stop using plastic.
Judith Ank is the president of Beyond Plastics and a former regional administrator for the Environmental Protection Agency. She says these efforts are nothing more than greenwashing.
Greenwashing is this unfortunate phenomena of when companies do just a little bit on environmental sustainability issues and then want praise for doing more than the actual impact is.
How do you respond to that?
I'd ask her the question, what's the alternative? Because whatever the alternative is going to create significantly greater cost for consumers.
We asked Johnson how many of its products use post-consumer recycled materials, and the answer presents another concern for environmentalists.
Certain types of products like Windex, we can make this bottle out of 100% recycled plastic. For many of our other products, we can only get 20 or 30% recycled plastic in it because the physical properties of the plastic aren't compatible with the product or the design.
Alternatives to plastic are things like metal drinking cups.
Ank makes that suggestion just days before SC Johnson announced another plastic cup recycling partnership with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Sporting arenas could take steps on their own by offering reusable containers with a modest deposit, and they will get many more returns than the percentage of plastic cups going into the designated recycling area.
She points to America's dismal recycling rate for plastics, a mere 8.7% compared to 68% for items like paper and cardboard, as the reason to stop using plastics altogether. SC Johnson is giving consumers an option. There are now ways to refill and reuse Windex bottles, and in 2019, SC Johnson acquired Stasher, their reusable silicone storage bags that serve as a green alternative to its own line of Ziploc bags.
To really solve this issue, it is going to take greater regulation. It's going to take businesses being innovative and creative to come up with better solutions, and it's going to take, some behavior change on the people that, buy products.
And it's that change that could finally turn the tide on plastics. In Racine, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
SC Johnson is pledging to make all of its plastic packaging reusable, recyclable, or compostable by 2025. All right, let's talk about